Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. This is the Animated Wrestling League, Hontai. Straight Yang, Betty Bubbles, Yang's sister in challenges tonight, and Betty Bubbles is fighting to get out of the danger zone. And that was nearly the fastest, well, maybe one of the fastest matches in AWL history. As Yang going up to at least the middle rope, up to the red strand. Ooh, big splash to start us off here. Betty Bubbles, 6 wins and 13 losses in her AWL career. That puts her at -7 win-loss records, meaning she is on the bubble of the danger zone. Yang, on the other hand, 27 and 27 in the modern era, and therefore in perfect balance, as all things should be. Tonight is all about setting up for AWL 400 in Tokyo Dome. We're going to see who's going to carry the Joshi Championship to that event. We're going to have 2 matches tonight where rank is on the line. We're going to determine the #1 contenders to the Tag Team Championship. The Men's Tag Team Championship for the 1. Betty Bubbles with an impressive kick out there at only 1. As standing moonsault from Yang of the dark side of the human psyche. Yokai Butai takes on giant skills in a #1 contenders match. And Zack Sabre Jr. is back in Japan. He's putting in the frequent flyer miles at his expense, not ours. Normally, the commissioner pays for travel, but no, not in this case. Not if you flagrantly spit on the rules of the Animated Wrestling League. But Zack Sabre Jr. faces Tiger the Dark with rank on the line a little later tonight, and we've got a rare mixed tag team match coming up as well. But again, main event, the Joshi Division Championship is going to be defended. Usa-chan, Betty Bubbles' girlfriend, makes her first defense of the title kickout by Yang. And Betty Bubbles, with her gymnastics and dance background, dropping down to her knees, and there's that gymnastic ability. And that's just being mean. But Betty Bubbles has improved greatly as a professional wrestler over the last season or 2, really since she started dating Usta-chan, the Joshi champion, current Joshi champion. But it has not been enough to save her from Botsumania, save her from the danger zone. We hope that she will be able to do so tonight. She is, as I said, on the bubble. Right now it's her and Majiku, right, it's her, Majiku 2, and Kaminari Hime who are in the danger zone, or at risk of entering Botsumania. We know that, let's see, who is actually is there anyone locked in the danger zone at the moment? As I scroll down, I take a look here, and it is... Actually, no, we have no women who are mathematically locked in the danger zone yet. We do know that the men of Yokai Butai, the men of Zaidan J will be entering Botsumania. They're, I think, mathematically locked. Mr. Shota and Mr. Nobuyuki. But Betty Bubbles, with the worst female win-loss record in AWL Hontai, the bottom 2 of both Hontai and Strong and Free, enter the match. A rare contest where the 2 factions face each other, where the 2 branches of the AWL face each other. Hang on, 1, 2, and it's not one you want to be in, because the last person who loses the final fall of Botsumania, fired, gone, released. Wish you well in all your future endeavors. And Betty Bubbles, going to be, if she's in Botsumania, will be fighting for life and fighting for career and fighting for love. Because Betty Bubbles and Usa-chan, they travel everywhere together. They don't, I don't know if their relationship will survive, Usa-chan being an active wrestler and Betty Bubbles not. Coming up now on the halfway mark of this 10-minute singles non-title match. And again, the dance background of Betty Bubbles coming into play, but she's got those strikes, and she's the Ginger Rogers of the AWL. She does everything Fred Astaire does, only backwards and in high heels. Betty Bubbles, I believe, the only woman in the AWL who wrestles in heels. Ooh! Modified almost an Ushigoroshi there for the 1, 2. Ooh! 2.8 at least. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, confirming it was, in fact, only 2. Collar and elbow tie up. We're going to go up. Snap. Vertical suplex. Hang on. No, a rope break. The referee checking wisely. We get the 5-minute time call. We're halfway through the time limit. And if you don't want to miss any of the action here in the AWL, I was about to do the subscribe plug, but Betty Bubbles picks up a quick and relatively easy win. That's going to move her up to 7-13 and -6 in the win-loss records.
Here's your winner, Betty Bubbles.
2 more wins and she is out of the danger zone. If you want to see a lot more action like this, hit subscribe. Let's see if we can get up to 60 subscribers by the end of the season. That'd be nice. Tag team #1 contenders match. And don't let the stats fool you on this one. I'll get to that in a minute once Giant Skills make their way to the ring. An alliance of Yokai, Japanese spirit, brought together by Ultra Mantis Black, a dark wizard of professional wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and the rank is on the line. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from Ishigina Mori, accompanied by Ukura Artista, tag team combination of the great Tanuki and Shiroke Kitsune. They are the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4. Yokai Butai.
Now Yokai Butai, 2-2 in the AWL records for tag teams this season. Remember, those are season specific. They got into the Best 4 by beating Giant Skills, the team they face tonight. However, because Giant Skills officially has a better win-loss record, they get the chance to earn the #1 contendership right now.
And opponents making their way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, and the land of the Giants. The tag team combination of the Prince of the Pinfall, Hifumi Ryuji, and Kyoji Kobayashi. Together they are Giant Skills.
I said earlier that the win-loss records here are a bit deceptive. That is because most of the wins that Giant Skills have picked up this season came from disqualification victories in their feud with Zaidan J. A feud that is what sent Mr. Nobuyuki and Mr. Shota into the danger zone. They're mathematically locked now. So, yeah, not exactly clean, untainted record of victory here for the Giant and the Pinfall expert. As we are starting off here, 15 minutes on the clock. It's Kyojin Kobayashi. Kyojin Giant, very simple name for a fairly simple man, but a powerful professional wrestler who literally his head is out of the camera shot on the second rope, and his head's out of the camera shot. Wow. And the white-furred fox, Shiroke Kitsune, starting off for Yokai Butai, and a nice DDT counter from that Bossman Slam position. Tag is made. In comes the Great Tanuki, a practitioner of sneaky style. Of course, the king of sneaky style, the master of sneaky style, the legendary Rocky Romero. Fling Blade by the Tanuki. Tanuki and Kitsune, for that matter, well known as tricksters in Japanese folklore. The Raccoon Dog and the White-Furred Fox, under the tutelage, the guidance in the world of professional wrestling, of Ultra Mantis Black. And into the... Now, this is interesting. Notice how the Great Tanuki sneakily putting himself between his opponent and the ropes, but the referee's still going to call it a rope break, because I believe the mane of the Great Tanuki was under the ropes there. Ooh! Cartwheel splash by the ever-agile one, Great Tanuki, but a kick-out after about 1.5. These teams have met before in time limit draws, I believe one of which was aired and a couple of which were not. We try not to air the time limit draws anymore because, well, frankly, they don't matter in terms of the win-loss records, and, yeah, frankly, I don't think you want to see those. We will do so if we believe there are significant newsworthy events that happen in the time limit part. Into the cover, 1. No, not even a 2, though I got the T of the word 2 out of my mouth there. The white-furred fox now in legally. There's yet to be a tag on the giant skills side. And those are 2 competing tag team strategies. Tag in and out repeatedly, keep each other fresh, keep the opponent off balance, or have one guy in for the majority of the match, do most of the damage, and have somebody else come in and finish them off while they're completely fresh. Frankly, depending on the situation, depending on the opponent, I think there's validity to both strategies. As Shiroke Kitsune putting the boot to the giant in the corner. And going into the cover well away from enemy territory, but again, only a 1 count. As the Prince of the Pinfall not even bothering to try to make the breakup there. He knew he didn't need to. We're 3 minutes in now. Snapmare takedown, and that's what you need to do with somebody like Kyojin Kobayashi. You got to take him off his feet, make him as small as you can. Ooh, and a knee strike right to the chest, and there's the axe kick. And again, everybody's the same size when they're flat on their back, and the tag is made in the giant skills corner as soon as Kyojin Kobayashi was feeling the heat. So that wasn't strategic, that was when I need to. And now we've got the switch in and out move. Multiple strikes, kicks, Pele kick. I do understand that Hikumi Ryushi's been looking to improve his striking game. He is the Prince of the Pinfall. He can get a pinfall at pretty much any position in the ring at any time. But he has been looking to expand his repertoire. He is a specialist, but that does not mean being a one-trick pony. Ooh, speed star drop kick. And what's he going for here? Oh, sliding knee strike into the cover. 1, 2, and in his first cover of the match, the Prince of the Pinfall gets a deep 2 count on the great Tanuki. Now, for some reason or another, Shiroke Kitsune, at the advice of Ultramantis Black, is staying off of the apron, out of the tag zone. Not sure what the strategic decision-making is, but I would never deign to predict the strategic mind of the great and devious Ultramantis Black. Now the tag is made. Multiple kicks again, and back to that Pele kick. That seems to be a new preferred combination for the Prince of the Pinfall, Hifumi Ryuji. The kanji of his name, Hifumi, an alternate reading of 1, 2, 3. He is 3 counts personified, and he is in big trouble here. Oh, look at that! The balance of the box into that DDT! Beautiful wrestling!
5分経過、5 minutes.
And it doesn't just look good, it's effective, but the Prince of the Pinfall only able to get a 1 count there. When you literally don't know how your opponent is going to move, what plane of existence, what elevation they're going to attack you from, it becomes so much more difficult to anticipate their moves. We call wrestling the game of human chess. Exactly. In the corner, is he going to hit you with his fist or with his foot? In the game of human chess, as in all forms of chess, you have to be able to think several moves ahead of your opponent. And if Shiroke Kitsune can make that impossible, that's a massive advantage. Unpredictability. That's why you see a lot of these high-flying maneuvers, a lot of these unorthodox wrestling styles. It's a mind game. It cuts off that ability to think ahead. And now the tag is made to Kyojin Kobayashi. And that's another strategy that these little and large tag teams, these Tank and Ferrari tag teams, they can completely change the complexity of the match by having a completely different style in the ring. Kyojin Kobayashi immediately shifting his focus to the legal combatant. Collar and elbow tie-up, Irish whip into the neutral corner. And this is only our first of 2 tag team matches tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! And a face wash on that size 24 boot. Ooh! Well, actually, in Japanese sizes, it's about a 42. 1, 2. He's got at least 40 centimeter feet. And, they say, I'm not going to make a joke. Oh, leg lariat. Not a high leg lariat when he does it. And going for the Dominator, no, a quick reversal by the great Tanuki, keeping his wits about him, using the ring itself as a weapon. Skirting the rules, but not explicitly breaking them. Ooh, hard shot to the breadbasket, trying to take the air out of the diaphragm of the enormous Kyojin Kobayashi, now going for the other arm. Both arms now weakened, with those steel elevator cables wrapped in rubber and vinyl tape. And drop down into the cover. Yokai Kitsune, eat. No, broken up by Hifumi Ryuji. We've still got the mixed gender tag team match coming up next, actually. And then we've got our rank on the line match. And we have got our Joshi Championship main event, all that still to come. Snapping! German suplex into a Pele kick. Yokai Kitsune gonna fly again, changing the elevation. But a shot and a block. A shot and a block from the Giant, and that could be all. One kick out. Biggest controversy of the season was when the referee missed a blatant rope break from almost that exact spot in the ring. That was actually what got both these teams into the best four in the first place. And remember the stakes here. The loser of this match, we're out of time. This is for a match of the season finale. The loser of this match is not getting a tag team title shot this season. They're going to have to go back to the base decks, back to the Forge to 4 tournament for the one. No. Yokai Kitsune in control, tag made to the Great Tanuki. I'm not sure if Kyojin Kobayashi saw it, but he's going to be looking for a tag to Hifumi Ryuji. At least I think Hifumi Ryuji's still there. And wait a minute, that Tanuki Buster! A Tanuki Ball Buster. Size of another person's kneecaps for the 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Yokai Butai going to the season finale. They will face the Augment for the AWL World Tag Team titles. Giant skills, bad luck. They are out of this season.
Here we go, winner, Yokai Butai.
And there you see, it is official. Our first official championship match for AWL 400 in the Tokyo Dome. Mixed tag team match. No win-loss records here because why bother? I know. The laws suck. They really do. But I may as well mention the AWL win-loss records here. The father and son combination of Familia, Majiku, and El Hyoda Majiku only had one tag team match together this season, and they lost. So they will not be in contention for the best four next season. But this combination, our first ever brother and sister tag team in the Animated Wrestling League.
The following mixed tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring from Mexico City, Mexico, the tag team combination of Majiku 2, El Hyoda Majiku. Together they are Familia.
Taking a look at some of the local win-loss records here, Majiku 2, she is in the danger zone here. She is on the bubble of Batsumania, a record of 2-7 in this her rookie season. So a ratio of -5, and we know Betty Bubbles now at -6. So that's how razor thin things are at the moment as far as Batsumania goes. El Hyoda Majiku not doing very well himself. 25-30 in his AWL career. This is 56th AWL match. But the losses on the men's side, it's a much deeper pit that you have to fall in. So he's not in danger, but of course every win moves you up the rankings, moves you up the ratios, and that's how you get title shots, tournament opportunities, that sort of thing in this company, in this league. It's all about the wins and losses.
And their opponents, introducing first, making her way to the ring from the front office, the OL Zaidan
And typical Japanese business culture, the office lady being made to do the, come out first, be the public face of things. Is she making the tea as well? Sakai Reina learning the hard way that everything in the AWL is about wins and losses. This is going to be her 4th match in the AWL. She is 1-2. So she is, that's hard to say, already on the negative side of the win-loss records. And it's kind of this guy's fault.
And her opponent, making his victory from the offense, he is the CEO of Zaidan J, the pure spirit of Kuro, the last Japanese man, Yamada Jiro. They represent Zaidan J.
I mentioned that Mr. Nobuyuki and Mr. Shoto were the bottom 2 win-loss records in AWL Hontai. Well, meet the 3rd from the bottom. If not for stepping on his subordinates, this guy would be fighting for his career at AWL 400. Zaidan J wa Braku Company desho? Desu ne? And notice the difference. The Familia comes out together. Zaidan J individually. Teamwork so vital in these matches, and we don't do these mixed tag team bouts that often. So these teams in competition don't get a lot of time to practice with each other. They don't get a lot of reps. They don't get a lot of experience. But Majiku too, with a good grapple here, using a fairly simple wrestling hold to take down the much larger Sakai Reina. It has been a bumper crop of rookies in the Joshi division this season, part of our campaign to let the Joshi division take prominence in the AWL. We're going to get our own all Joshi episode of the season finale. Season finale going to be spread over 2 videos this season, and not just due to length. Both the men and women will have a Botsumania. The men's and women's titles will main event. We're still trying to determine the number 1 contenders for that. And of course, we don't know who the champion is going to be, as Usa-chan making her first title defense tonight in the main event. Lariato over the top rope, down to the floor. And the son of Majiku, the warrior of light, gonna fly it. What a beautiful tope that was. That was indeed awesome. I concur with fans here in the AWL Arena. The Tokyo Athletic Commission, of course, does not permit intergender wrestling anymore, at least not at our level. And as a result, the men must wrestle the men, the women must wrestle the women. A tag on one side is an automatic tag. Oh, look at that! Oh, and he almost lands on his feet. Yamada Jiro sidesteps the Tope con Hiro, and a nice tuck and roll there, allowing an almost smooth landing for El Hiro de Majiku, the Shining Legacy. Throwing his opponent well over 25 feet across the AWL arena. We use a 20 by 20 foot ring, so you can gauge the math there a little bit. Collar and elbow tie up. Ooh! Smashing his opponent into the top turnbuckle. Yeah, get up, you schmuck. Multiple kick, top to the chest. Swing and a miss with the drop kick. Yamada Jiro, a very traditional, strong style of professional wrestling. The force to double tag. We're back to Sakai Reina, the giantess who takes a little bit of inspiration from Minami Toyota, one of the greatest Joshi competitors of all time. And you can make an argument for one of the best female wrestlers of all time. And Pele kick out of the low-angle German suplex. That German suplex not really designed to do impact damage. Ooh, springboard! Top rope moonsault, as I would expect nothing less from the children of the greatest luchador to ever set foot in an AWL ring, Majiku. Man who's now in semi-retirement. He's still officially on the active roster, but it is rare anymore that Majiku actually wrestles. Top kick right to the shoulder blades. A double tag, a forced double tag is made. Sakai Reina hears the order from the referee. Senior official Joey Bobaganush from the Bobaganush wrestling family, fully trained in the rules of mixed tag team wrestling that we are forced to stick to against our will. Ikari no Spiraru, next generation, 1, 2. El Hijo del Magiku, not able to get it done there. Springboard leg drop. No, American wrestlers would just do the leg drop. The luchadors take it to another level. El Hijo del Magiku. Actually, all 3 members of Familia, El Hijo del Magiku, Magiku 2, and their father, Magiku 1, all with -5 win-loss records. El Hijo 25 and 30, Magiku at 87 and 92, Magiku 2 and 7. Nice takedown there by Magiku 2, the youngest member of Familia. Not quite the youngest member of the Joshi division, that's Wakazaki Ai. We haven't seen this. I don't think she's not booked this week, and neither is the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, the Commissioner giving them a bit of a cooling off period. But, oh, huge splash! It doesn't quite make it. And that's the inexperience of youth, still being able to judge your distance. But this is a distance I know Magiku 2 can hit. Oh! Picture perfect drop kick right to the head. Unbelievable wrestling.
5 minutes pass.
Now, can she get the distance? No, she cannot. Actually, no, she rethinks it. You can see the indecision in her body language. You can almost read it in her mask. She doesn't know if she can make that distance. She's going to try to reposition, drop kick to the knee, sending her opponent head over heels, tries to go for cover out of that. I don't think that's likely. Good cover, though. Good for the leg, however. Good coverage on the shoulders. Now, this is the distance I'm pretty sure she knows she can hit. Ikari no Spiraru! One of her father's original finishing maneuvers he physically can't do anymore. But the children bringing it back, elevating it. Oh, side slam! Incredible strength, great distribution of the weight of the opponent in that situation. The tag is made. Kick right to the quadricep muscle. And oh wait, going for gold! Going for the Orb of Light. His father bringing the Orb of Light to the AWL back at the very beginning of the modern era of the Animated Wrestling League, back in Season 1. Hard right hand, German suit, no! Going for the Rainmaker! 1, 2, no! In the hands of a better man, that's a guaranteed match ender. But the move thief, Yamada Jiro, not able to do it properly. Now maybe going for the Ocean Cyclone Suplex. No, a headlock takedown. Or a sleeper takedown, almost sleeper slam. Military press with a couple of reps. And just dropping, taking full advantage of the enormous height advantage. Saito suplex. Cover for the 1, 2. Wait a minute, no! The referee again? I think the referee. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the referee missed the rope. I see we have that on the replay. Watch the referee. No, we don't.
Zaidan.
Well, I think the referee may have made another mistake, but the referee's decision is final and sacrosanct, even when it's wrong. It's a victory for Zaidan J and a little bit of security for Yamada Jiro in the danger zone. Damn, I hate when that happens. So, Tiger the Dark versus an asshole.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and rank is on the line. Introducing first, making his victory from the unified School of the Tiger style. He is the number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4. Tiger Zaidan.
Tiger the Dark finds himself the number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4 almost by accident. He was at number 3, however, Zack Sabre Jr.'s defeat of... actually, no, he was at number 4. I stand corrected. but Zack Sabre Jr.'s defeat of Jigoku Destroy over on AWL Strong and Free, again violating the rules of the AWL by showing up on a brand he had no right to be on. But he's not a member of the AWL roster officially, he's still with New Japan Pro Wrestling, so I guess that's a loophole. But now he must defend his newly found #2 ranking against Zack Sabre Jr., who's looking to power his way through the AWL Best 4 in order to challenge Black Tiger Justice, Tiger the Dark's apprentice, for the AWL Grand Championship at the season finale. And frankly, I don't know who's going to win this match. I would argue that Tiger the Dark is a better all-around athlete, but Zack Sabre Jr., he's Zack Sabre frickin' Jr. He's one of the best wrestlers, the best pure wrestlers on the planet. He is the submission master.
And his opponent making his ring from the United Kingdom, representing Shinyon Puroresu and TMDK. He is the reigning NJPW World Television Champion and the #3 rank in the AWL Best 4, Submission Master, Zack Sabre Jr.
The frontman of TMDK, the mighty Don't Kneel, with a new horrible haircut, looking to make waves here in the Animated Wrestling League. And he's here in the AWL because of our short time limits in our matches, because we insist on high-octane action, and that's what the NJPW World Television title is all about. 10 minutes, for example, in this match. 5 minutes shorter than the time limit for a NJPW TV World TV match, which means that Zack Sabre Jr. is getting great training here. Dojo Danaku Senso Arai. Cry in the dojo, laugh on the battlefield. That's not actually an ancient Japanese phrase, but I love it. It's a good one. 9 minutes, 35 seconds, only about 30 seconds into the bout and already multiple shifts of momentum here. Tiger the Dark, the one. A nice kick out by Zack, who takes that extra second before getting up, and he does pay for it. Tiger the Dark going up. Big splash. The darkness falls, but not across the body of Zack Sabre Jr. Now, as Zack begins to ply his trade in this symphony of flesh. Ooh, that's a phrase I'm going to go back to. Symphony of flesh. That's good. Hurricane Rana by the #2 rank of the AWL Best 4 standing moonsault. Tiger the Dark, win-loss record of 43-30, making this his 74th AWL match. Zack Sabre Jr. with less experience in the AWL by a mile, 7-4, +3 win-loss ratio, and that means this is only his 12th AWL match. Interesting sliding arm drag there by the Zack Sabre, by the Zackster, by ZSJ. It could be ZSJ versus BTJ at AWL 400. That'd be a Tokyo Dome main event any day of the week. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Getting into that knee bar in one of the unusual ways I've ever seen. Looking for the stomps and dragon screw leg whip by Tiger the Dark, looking to maintain his rank. The rest of TMDK not here at ringside. The Tigers have agreed to the same. This is going to be one-on-one, man-on-man, and we're going to see who the better wrestler is between these two. And the thing about Zack Sabre Jr., that even though he's, in his own personal vernacular, a dickhead, he doesn't really cheat that much. He's a jerk, but he does rely on his own skills, and there is something... I don't even know what they were chanting there. Were they chanting, he's a cheater? No, he isn't. I was just making the point. I mean, he's using some dirty moves here. A lot of joint manipulation. We allow large joint manipulation. We're a little less happy with the small joints. The Dragon Screw leg whip is a receipt from earlier. ZSJ using an unusually... Now notice how quickly he gives up that hold. He realized that he wasn't going to get the submission on the armbar in the first six seconds or so. So he drops it, and now look at that. Another unusual grab, and he twists that into a toe hold there, but goes straight for the cover. 1, 2, and while the Titantron says submission master, he will go for a pinfall when he has to. And right now, Manji Gatame, one of the most dominant moves in the history of strong style. And Zack Sabre Jr. is a hybrid athlete. The strong style that he's learned in Japan, the catch-as-catch-can style that he learned in the UK and around Europe. He is a fully rounded professional wrestler. And again, look at that, the way he grabs the leg. The way he takes away your balance, takes away your feet from under you. Very few men can do that with the smoothness of Zack Sabre Jr. Ultimate body agency, I would say, with this man. And a simple Zack driver, a move he inherited from Takami Chinoku himself. Zack Sabre Jr. moves up the rank. He is now number 2 in the AWL Best 4. And you better believe he's going to be at AWL Strong and Free, and he's going to be facing Matt Classic in a number 1 contenders match. And you better believe it, because at this point I don't think we can stop him. Notice how he's willingly giving up the Manji Gatame, realizing it's not going to work immediately. And there's that Zack driver. From another angle, he does it a little bit differently than Takami Chinoku, but it's no less effective.
Here is your winner, Zack Sabre Jr.
And there you see the updated AWL Best 4 graphic. ZSJ and Tiger the Dark switching positions. On our next episode, you know what's going to happen. Main event time, the AWL Joshi Championship on the line. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submission and knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Championship.
Yin is a Season 0 original. She's been with the Animated Wrestling League since the very beginning. And in the modern era of the AWL, she is a one-time former AWL Joshi Tag Team Champion. And that surprised me when I looked that up to the point I'm actually double-checking it right now. Yin and Yang were, yes indeed, the second AWL Joshi Tag Team Champions, defeating the Queens of Wrestling at AWL 290, and losing them back to the Queens of Wrestling the last time we were in the Tokyo Dome at AWL 300. Yin has never held singles gold in the Animated Wrestling League. Will tonight be her night? We await the coming of the champion, and this is part of that game of human chess. You get to make your opponent wait for you, if you so choose, that advantage. The 17th Animated Wrestling League Joshi Champion. She won it a couple of weeks ago at AWL 395, won 2 belts, along with the Intercontinental title that have been hot potatoes lately. In fact, it's been a while. Jessica Kidd, actually it has been a long time. Not since Athena Jane, the 12th champion, have we had this title defended more than once. And we've had a couple of V0 reigns just this season. And there you see it, the red leather of the Joshi division. On the line tonight, we now go to ringside for our official introduction.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of the light side of the human psyche. Yin! And her opponent, she is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi champion. Tonight, making her first title defense. Fighting out of the Warren, one half of the Battle Bells, Usa-chan.
Supreme determination in the eyes
And this is an
of the
officially
Rabbit
sanctioned
Wrestler.
Joshi Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Papagush in charge.
Usa-chan enters this match with a ratio of -1, 27 wins, 28 losses. Yin, 29 and 22, ratio of +7. But the stats don't matter when the lights are on bright. It is the big fight feel. Both of these women are going to leave it all in the ring for your entertainment and to prove themselves the best professional wrestler in the world. And Yin starting off with those highly educated feet that she's been using to her advantage since Season 0 of the Animated Wrestling League. Usa-chan, no rookie. She's been around since the dawn of the Joshi division back in season, I think season 12 was when we actually started the Joshi division. So about 4 or 5 years ago now. And going for the hold here, Usa-chan able to get back up to vertical base and the strength of her legs. That's the key to the rabbit style of professional wrestling. Leg strength, leaping ability, kicking ability. Though I wouldn't try to out-kick Yin. That leaping ability and those stomps, for example. A great path to victory available for the Pink Bunny Girl, who alongside her girlfriend looking for victory tonight. Betty Bubbles victorious in our first match this evening. And yes, that match was deliberately made to keep the partners away from ringside. Springboard dropkick off of the red rope of the Hinamaru ring ropes. Collar and elbow tie-up, twist, kick to the midsection, into a DDT. Not the high angle that she uses for the Usagi DDT, but it will get the job done in a pinch. Usa-chan, 17th Joshi champion in her first championship reign, and a big splash, and that's the leap. 10 feet across the ring. 1. Can you leap 10 feet? No, you can't. Not even with a vertical advantage. Hit right to the chesticles. As Yin proving that that the old dog still has a few tricks, and the old dog can certainly bite. Season 0 originals. We don't have too many of them left in the AWL. And I think Yin is feeling it right now. Yin is feeling, I could be a champion. I, not we, not us. I, Yin, the light side of the human psyche, could reign supreme. And frankly, that would allow Yin to catch up with her counterpart, Yang. And actually surpass Yang, because Yang has never actually held this title. She's held the Intercontinental Championship, but Yang has never been Joshi champion. Yin and Yang have always been a tag team, and frankly, they've only held the Joshi tag team titles once. A lot of hard shots right to the face. The referee gonna let that go. You don't want to stop a Joshi championship match, a world title match, with this kind of borderline disqualification. 27 minutes on the clock, all the time in the universe. And right back to that triangle hold. Yin looking for something. She's probably going to be looking for the duality driver, or dancing with a broader with those kicks and strikes. Are we going to see the Yin spin? Yes, we are! Yin spin! Right into the face. And that, I don't think that was quite a knockout, as Usa-chan still providing some intelligent defense here. But rolling into the cover, off of the Yin spin and a little bit of extras. And that's it, we've got a new champion! Yin in the zone tonight. Those feet were flying from the opening bell. And it was a beautiful splash. The leaping ability did not avail Usa-chan tonight. A V0 reign. There's the Yin spin for the victory. And yeah, you can see Usa-chan, she was out. Yin Season 0 Original and 18th Joshi Champion.
Here's your winner, and the new Animated Wrestling League Joshi Champion. Yeah!
Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Please give us a subscribe, like, share, leave a comment, all of that wonderful YouTube stuff. Let me know you're out there. We'll see you next time. Korede, Himarida.